Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant.
That was all. That's not going to come in front of the jury, though. The judge has ruled that
we're
won't come up.
We're on television now. And then after Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Have you ever wondered what happens when a public figure decides that enough is enough and takes legal action against a powerhouse talk show? Well, we're about to dive into one of the most explosive legal showdowns in recent memory. So what's going on? Melania Trump, the former and soon to be once again First Lady of the United States, files a defamation lawsuit worth a staggering $100 million against the hosts of The View. Yes, you heard that right. 9 figures over remarks made on daytime television. This is no ordinary celebrity dispute. It's a high-stakes battle that could affect the future of media responsibility and free speech.
In 1 week, Donald Trump will be inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States.
We spoke with First Lady Melania Trump about what we can expect from her over the next 4 years. Take a look.
Madam First Lady, it's great to see you again. Thank you for sitting down with us to talk about your new documentary.
And trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it. I'm glad you're here because this story has everything. Shocking comments, swift legal retaliation, and the potential to reshape the conversation around how the media portrays the personal lives of public figures. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll have plenty to say. And I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comment section below. Melania Trump is no stranger to the spotlight. As First Lady, she was often seen standing by former President Donald Trump during global summits, official receptions, and major campaign events. But unlike some who've held that ceremonial role, Melania tended to keep her personal thoughts guarded. She rarely spoke out in detail about her private life or her day-to-day feelings concerning the White House. That's why the comments made on The View were so jarring. They weren't about her signature style or her approach to public appearances. Instead, they dove headfirst into assumptions about her inner world, her alleged dislike for her role as First Lady, her supposed disdain for Christmas traditions, and even speculation on her personal relationship with Donald Trump. These were not mild observations. They were accusations that Melania not only hated living in the White House, but also disliked her husband enough to want out of her marriage altogether.
Thank you for having me. It's an exciting time.
It is. We were thrilled to hear that this was coming out. I want to know details, why you decided to do this, and what will it be like?
Well, the book was such a success, and I'm very proud, and I get so many messages.
Talk about provocative. Naturally, fans and critics alike had strong reactions. Some saw it as just another headline-making conversation on a talk show known for controversy. Others believed the statement stepped way over the line. Melania, for her part, quickly made it clear that she wasn't going to let these words go unchallenged. During the segment that sparked this legal feud, certain hosts of The View dissected Melania's time in the White House with unfiltered frankness. One even alleged that she wanted to take him out, hinting that she was so unhappy she might harbor extremely negative feelings toward Donald Trump. Another claimed she destroyed the Rose Garden and hates Christmas, turning what might have been trivial criticisms about holiday decor into full-on character attacks. Then there were the more personal suggestions, that she slept in a different room from Donald Trump, couldn't stand his presence, and generally regretted being First Lady. While The View has certainly tackled sensitive topics before, these remarks took it to another level, calling into question not only her public role, but also her deepest personal preferences and marital dynamics.
I asked her if she could tell us a little bit about her wardrobe, what she will wear to the inauguration, what it will be like that night, what ball gown she'll wear. She said, you just have to stand by and wait. I said, will it be as beautiful as the blue dress and the Ralph Lauren blue dress with the little coat, and she wore the white gloves, and she said that was a success.
For many viewers, it was a moment where gossip blurred into potential defamation. The idea that such specific, damaging claims could be made so casually on national television made people take notice, especially Melania Trump. She had worked hard to maintain a certain public image, and these statements threatened to undo that image in a matter of minutes. Rather than issuing a quick press release or brushing off the commentary, Melania responded in a big way: a $100 million defamation lawsuit. This is an extraordinary figure, even in celebrity legal circles. It signals that she's not just upset, she's deadly serious. According to reports, her legal team argues that the statements made on The View were not simply unkind. They were false and harmful to her reputation. In the lawsuit, Melania's attorneys outline how such statements could cause long-term damage. They claim these remarks paint her as someone who resents her husband so much that she no longer wants to live with him.
And letters, how they enjoy the book, and they would love, my fans and people would love to hear more from me. So I had an idea to make a movie, to make a film about my life. My life is incredible. It's incredibly busy.
They also refute the idea that she hates Christmas, claiming those notions were taken out of context and blown up to insult her character. The legal filing underscores that she's seeking to protect her name and her legacy, particularly at a time when the Trump family remains under the spotlight for various reasons. Suing a major television show is a bold move, especially for a former First Lady. In many cases, public figures decide to let controversies blow over or issue a subtle statement defending themselves. By going all in with a massive lawsuit, Melania is sending a loud and clear message. This is not just about momentary gossip. She wants accountability in a court of law. So why does this lawsuit matter to the rest of us? Because it hits at the heart of free speech and media responsibility. Talk shows thrive on edgy discussions, hot takes, and bold opinions. They're a staple of daytime television, sparking debates that entertain and engage a wide audience. However, when those discussions turn into personal attacks or unverified claims, the line between free speech and defamation can get blurry. We all know that First Amendment protections in the United States allow people to express themselves, even harshly. Yet, defamation laws exist to protect individuals from outright falsehoods that can destroy reputations. In Melania's case, she's contending that The View's statements crossed from permissible opinion into the territory of malicious falsehoods. If the court sides with her, it could force talk shows and other media outlets to think twice before airing potentially defamatory speculation.
And I told my agent, I have this idea, so please, go out and make a deal for me. We started the production in November, and we are shooting right now, so it's a day-to-day life.
Even if it's presented as casual conversation. On the flip side, if the host can argue successfully that their comments were based on protected opinion, this might solidify the media's ability to engage in pointed, controversial debates about public figures. This balancing act between robust public discourse and personal reputation has always been a complicated legal arena, and Melania's case is likely to add another chapter to it. If she wins her lawsuit, the first and most obvious effect is that she could receive a hefty financial judgment, though the final figure might be different from the eye-popping $100 million. But more importantly, the victory would send a shockwave through the media industry. Producers, hosts, and journalists might become far more cautious when discussing the personal lives of public figures, especially if those discussions include strong accusations or negative personal inferences. Talk shows could scale back on speculation, focusing instead on verifiable facts or safer commentary. The ripple effect might lead to more careful vetting of on-air statements, perhaps even running them by legal teams, before broadcasting. Fans of The View, and of talk shows in general, could notice a tone shift in how opinions are delivered. If the court rules against Melania, it may reinforce the idea that talk show commentary, even if it appears speculative, is protected under free speech when directed at high-profile individuals. In this case, The View would likely continue its usual style, and other shows might treat the decision as a green light to voice bold opinions about the private affairs of public figures. However, losing a lawsuit of this magnitude could also be a blow to Melania's public image, suggesting that the courts didn't find enough evidence to classify those statements as defamatory. Critics might argue she should have let this pass quietly instead of escalating it. We often forget that behind public roles and media portrayals, real humans face real emotional fallout.
What I'm doing, what kind of responsibilities I have, people they don't really know, and they will see it. It's day to day, from transition team to moving to the White House, packing, establishing my team, the First Lady office, moving into the White House.
For Melania, having her marriage and personal feelings become fodder for daytime television is undeniably stressful. It's not just about bruised pride. It's about her capacity to preserve a sense of self in a world that constantly scrutinizes her every move. For someone who has actively cultivated a more private image than many first ladies, these attacks may feel especially invasive. On the other side, The View hosts are known for speaking their minds, especially to an audience that appreciates candid conversation on political, social, and cultural topics. They're accustomed to pushback from public figures who take offense at their commentary. This lawsuit, however, escalates that pushback to an unprecedented level. It forces us to consider the question, are there emotional or ethical limits to how far a talk show can go in dissecting someone's private world? As this case continues to unfold, it's bound to dominate headlines. No matter which side of the fence you're on, whether you believe Melania Trump is fully justified or think she's overreacting, it's impossible to deny that this lawsuit has the power to influence how the media covers the personal lives of public figures in the future. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Melania is taking the right steps to defend herself? Or are you worried about a chilling effect on free speech and open debate? Jump into the comment section and share your perspective. Remember, respectful disagreement is always welcome. If you're as curious as I am about the outcome, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video. Until next time, stay engaged, stay informed, and keep the conversation going.